Hey guys, it's Adu. I'm back again with another video, and this video is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to have fun with it. I'm just going to share with you guys the worst books I've read so far in the year 2025. 2025. We're really in the year 2025. This is insane. Like, this is the year, yeah, that them old 2000s or maybe like 90s movies, right, they would make futuristic movies about. They'll like say in the year 2025 robots would have taken over, robots would have, you know, put us in some kind of slavery, basically. Like, we wouldn't be on top no more. But looky here, in 2025, in big 2025, human beings are still relatively on top, you know, still relatively in control. You know, as much as people would like to say that AI is taking over, who are the people that's putting AI in control? It's human beings. AI really ain't taking over like that. It's human beings that is letting that happen. So therefore, is AI really taking over, or are human beings allowing it? I'm just chatting, but I just deep that. Yeah, I just want to make a video in the same vein regarding how human beings are still writing terrible novels. Terrible novels. Okay, that was a bit harsh because some of these books you guys might find interesting, you guys might enjoy it. I also want to note that these books I'm going to share with you are ranked. So obviously the final one that I share with you guys will be the worst, just the worst basically on the list. Okay, the worst book that I've ever had the misfortune of reading. That will be the final one, so stay tuned, like I said. And yeah. okay guys, so the first book that is on this list of worst books I've read this year in 2025 is two books actually from my favorite author, Nia Forrester. Like, I love Nia Forrester. I love her. She's my favorite author. She's my favorite romance author. She is my favorite author, period. Like, I ain't gonna like try and deny that. No, I'm gonna keep saying it. Yeah, so she's my favorite author. But you know, I've read these two books. I read both these books, you know, maybe last year for the first time, and this year I was like, why not go back and read all of her books again? Because, you know, why not? Yeah, so I did. And let's just say with the first one, acceptable losses, I read that one like 2 or 3 months ago, and I was like, you know, like, guys, you know when you're reading a book, or like when you're watching a movie, or when you're just doing something and you're constantly looking, you're constantly aware of the environment that you're in physically, you're constantly aware of like the time, you're constantly aware, in fact, of the page that you're on. That is the experience that I had with this book. I was constantly just looking for ways out. I was like, okay, should I stop reading this book even though I'm like about 100 or 200 pages in? Even if I'm like halfway in, should I tap out now? I was not invested whatsoever with the characters. Like, if you really want me to explain to you what it is, I can really explain to you what it is. The male protagonist, I really forgot his name. I don't really care that I did either. Yeah, he was like such an ick to me. Like, he was boring. Like, I don't mind a boring man. I'm boring, okay? I don't mind boring people, period. I don't mind it. In fact, I'm drawn to them because I'm boring. I've been told I'm boring. I know I'm boring. He was excessively boring. Like, if I find you boring, oh, you must be boring, mate. You must be, you must be a snooze fest. That's what it is. And he was that. He was just that. He was so lame as well. There was something about the way he just treats his female counterpart in this book that I just didn't like. The guy was just so buttoned up, just so lame. It was just like relax, man, just relax, take a chill pill, just take, even get a drink, you know, like you need to chill. The guy was just so guys, I'm not sure if you can notice, but I'm like really tired. I'm like really tired. But so I finished both these, you know, Acceptable Losses and the Lover, and I honestly was so disappointed. And I don't even know who with, because I can't be disappointed with Nia, because she's given me, honestly she's given me so many good reads that I will allow it. So the next worst book on this list is Ali Hazelwood, The Deep End. Now I read this like pretty much recently, like I read it like maybe about a couple weeks ago, you know. I guess I finished it a couple weeks ago. This book, you know what, there's nothing worse, I guess, than anticipating a book that you know is coming out maybe a year later or a month or a few months later, right? And then when you get to the point when you buy the book, you open it and you're reading it and you're just like, is this what I anticipated? Is this what I was really excited for? I'm sorry, but like, whatever happened to Ali Hazelwood? Like, the books that she wrote before, like my favorite book from her was this book. This is my favorite book from her. I love this book. But so because of that book, I had pretty high expectations. Like, I wouldn't even say they were high, I just had good expectations. I had expectations that she'd deliver. I had expectations that she would, you know, intrigue me with, you know, the plot, with the writing and everything, like, you know. But I can't lie, the writing for The Deep End was so bad to me. It was bad. It was discombobulated. It was not cohesive. It was just, it didn't make sense. It read as if someone had word vomit. That's pretty much it. Like, the character was just spewing everything that came from her mind. There was no filter whatsoever. And it's like, I would like that if that was intentional. I would like it if the author wrote as if the character was experiencing a stream of consciousness, and so when you read it, it basically reads as if the character is saying this from the top of their head, you know, where there's no filter placed. But why is every second of the book, why am I just like trying to say, okay, a punctuation should have been here? Why am I punctuating the sentences? Why am I doing the editing for you? Why? The editing should be done already. I'm sorry, Ali, but like, this was not a good read. This was not a good reading experience for me. And like the writing, as much as I, you know, dislike the writing, it's not the worst part of it. I can't lie. The worst part, I feel like, for me was the storyline. The storyline was so just, it wasn't good. Like, I didn't like the storyline. Like, I just felt like nothing was going on. That's pretty much it. Nothing was going on. It's not the worst storyline ever. It's not. It's just, it was boring. There were moments where I was bored. Mate, guys, I just can't. I can't. This book was not cute. Like I said, it was boring. It was just, it was unnecessary. I feel like I feel like what was unnecessary was the kink, the scenes relating to that. You know, like, it didn't even read well. It didn't read well. It wasn't necessary, I feel like, to the plot. Like, they're just things that I just feel like weren't necessary. I don't think I'd read this book again. I don't think I'd read this book again, even to just like test whether, you know, I'm correct with my judgment on it. But I don't think I'll do that to myself again, because like, it's not worth it. But if any of you guys enjoyed this read, let me know what I missed, let me know where I went wrong, let me know why you guys basically love this book, because I'm out here just lost. I'm here just confused. Okay, so the very final and the most disliked book I've read this year in 2025, I've mentioned this before in like a previous video, and it's B.K. Borison's Love Like Farms. This book was such a snooze fest, guys, that I didn't finish it. Of all the books I have on this list, right, this is the one that I didn't finish. And should I show you? I can even show you where it is that I have not, where I stopped, basically. Let's see if I didn't delete it, okay? Because, oh wow, okay. So I actually read up to about 82%, and I said, no, I'm not doing this. How can it be that I'm at 82% of a book and I DNF? Like, I've done that, I guess, like, it's rare that I do that, right? But when I do, that's either because the book was too intense and I just had to like save my sanity, or I had to save my sanity by not reading with this one. It's like I won't go too overboard with it, because like I did have some sanity, you know, even as I was reading, but I was just like bored. Like, how are you doing this to me? Like, it's a friends to lovers. But the thing is, yeah, is that they were already behaving as if they were lovers. Like, all they really had to do was just say what it was. Okay, you like me, I like you. End of the book. Why are we still doing this cat and mouse chase? Like, what is the tension? What is the challenges? I didn't feel like there was any challenges present. Like, I can't lie, guys, books like this, right, they make me understand basically why some people genuinely just don't like romance reads, why they wouldn't even consider that reading. Because nothing was happening. I didn't think it was cute. I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, why am I still here? That's pretty much what I felt throughout majority of the book. I was just like, I was disappointed. I was like, I had to leave, so I left, and I don't think I'm gonna return to even the next books, you know, a part of this installation, a part of this series, because it's like, if this is how the first one started, then I don't want to know what the next one or the next one after that or the final one is, mate. Even as cute as the covers are, because the covers are really cute, you know. But yeah, no, that was a no. So that's pretty much the 3 books I can say were the worst so far in this year. I think the next one that I would do, hopefully, I feel like it will make sense for me to do it, you know, by the end of the year, you know, or maybe coming up to that point. And guys, please tune in for my next video. I look forward to seeing you there next time. Peace.